Hi, I'm Alan, and welcome to Alan's Lego World. And this is the Lego idea set, Pirates of Barracuda Bay. This was released in 2020. It's a set number 21322. This is long retired. But this is not going to be a review. It's going to be more like a little quick rant about this in general, and then I'm going to transfer this into the Vice Barracuda ship. As I feel that in a way, when you have the ship itself, it's a retro set. Because the original came out in 1989, and this is the closest they can do to a retro set. I have several of I have all the retro sets in my collection already. And if I turn this to the ship itself, it'll feel like it's a retro set. So, quick overview, this is where the ship crash landed on his island, and the pirates here surviving on the island, and the 8 minifigures are upgrades from the original ones. It's still stuck to the original 8-person crew, including Captain Redbeard himself, which is cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and turn this into the ship itself. Okay, now that I've torn the ship apart, as per instructions, to make it the ship itself. I don't know how these parts laid out, ready to be put back together in some fashion. I'm a little bit bag 15, so we can make that happen. And this is what's the extras here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Alright, now this has been restored as the Black Seas Barracuda. Yes, it looks a bit bigger than the original one. I don't have the original one on hand. So, but I did have that when I was a child. I mean, that was the only time my mom bought me a $100 Lego set, so I'm thankful for that. So now I got the quote-unquote retro set as an adult. You know, let's close up a look at a couple things here. So they kept the ornament and like some of these mats are like a little curly a little bit because they've been rolled up for a while. As is the island. Like these here. These are still in the packaging. So also shows you got the original 8 crew, you know, updated to modern times. You know, simple put back together. Taking off all the leaves and some of the other features they put on here and putting shit back together as it was. I kept like the food supply, and of course I kept the pig. Obviously, pirates gotta eat. So I put a couple cans on here, though I didn't do anything at the bottom. This is all living quarters and like the quote unquote bar. So I left them as there, but I put the cans on top for now. So I feel like doing reconstruction on the bottom, just put the cans in place. These have a couple cans on board and all their weapons and barrels. They're gold, obviously. This guy kept the Redbeard himself as he was, you know, done to fight current times and shows how Lego has progressed in the last 30-some years. So I do like how this turned out. I'm going to put this back in my shelf, along with the rest of the retro sets, and show this off on the shelf in the final stage of this video. And there it is, the Black Seas Barracuda back on the shelf as ship form. And as I said before, in a way, this is a retro set. And it's a lot better than being on the island version. So I like this better. I'm glad I broke it down. So the pieces I have left over, I was going to break them down, put them in a Ziploc bag. Save them for something. And now I've made this officially to the retro version. And now it joins the shelf of the retro sets. The cast, the Lion's Castle, the 2 GVPs, the Galaxy Explorer, Eldorado Fortress, and the Blacktron sets. And yes, I got that create a pirate ship. I'll put that somewhere in the future. Right now, I'm happy that I was able to bring the Barracuda back to life. And it should be. And lives one of my childhood memories. And the Barracuda, as I said earlier, was one of the sets I did have. The expensive stuff, the rare expensive stuff that I had. Because again, when you're a child, you're constrained by how much money your parents are willing to spend at one time. And back then, yeah, it was expensive back then than it is now. Like, it was now, and we make more money to afford all this stuff. And back then, it was different. Probably had, I think about it, work like a week just to be able to buy this. As this retailed for $100 or so back in 1989. So you had to work about a week just to be able to afford this. And then most kids only get this at Christmas time or their birthdays. And then the rest of the year, you're strictly getting little sets. So, now as an adult, I'm glad I bought the Barracuda base set, built it as it was, played a little bit like that, and I'm glad that we built this as the ship's on display like this. And on that note, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel so you can see more content in the future. And have yourselves a great day.